Hello lovelies, and welcome to my first project back since I went on what I am calling my maternity leave. So I've had a few months off, you may have noticed, and yes, that was because we had our little baby. She is almost 12 weeks old now. So yes, I've had some time off. We've gotten into a bit of routine, and I am managing to find some crafty time for myself. So I have jumped back in for this month. So for my first project for this month, I'm making a page in my Scrap FX junk journal. Now, this month on the Scrap FX blog, it is a month where we are showcasing some of our favourite products, some of our older products. There's nothing new this month, but there is still lots and lots of fun stuff to play with. And I did get a lovely little package before I had Ruby that I haven't actually had a chance to use. So that's what I'm cracking into today. So I've started with the newsprint rice paper, and I've put that down as my background, and I've gone over it with some black regular paint. Now, for my birthday in July, I got this awesome set of bright neon paints, and I really wanted to use them. And I'd actually intended to use them on a scrapbook layout, which I still will do, but I confused myself. I had them next to me, and I just couldn't stop myself from using them. So I put them down on my background. Only problem was neons tend to be translucent. So as they've dried, they have gone a little more translucent than I would have liked. But I then come back in and apply them a little bit more thicker, and you can see them much better, but they just don't give that really bright, vivid look that I wanted. But it's all right, I'm going with it. When I do this on a white background, not this, but when I use these paints, I think I'll get the effect I'm looking for. As you can see, yeah, where it's thicker, you can see it's holding its colour, but where it's not, it's going translucent. So I do come back in with some more paint. The thicker it is, the less translucent it's going to be. But this is all just because I just wanted to build up a background. I really love bright colours when they pop off a black background. It's just something I really love. I love brights and black. So I really did want to have a lot of fun with these. So as you can see, I've come back in with my silicone brush. I love using silicone brushes. They're one of my favourite paint tools to use. And it also helps me get the paint on there really thickly. So now I'm going in and I'm adding some stamping with some white gesso. So I'm using a gel plate as my palette, as I always do. And these are some of, I'm going to say the new mark making stamps, but they're actually from a few months ago, a release from a few months. Like I said, this was all a set that I got before Ruby was born. So I think these were new back in May or June. And they're really, really great for backgrounds and building up, they're great for mark making, and that's exactly why they were designed. They are mark making stamps. So I'm using them just to give, throw some more on my background. And because I don't waste any paint that I have, I've added some water to what was left of the gesso on my gel plate, used a fan brush, and I've thrown some splatters on my page. Now, I've been dying to use these. I've been hoarding them because I want, when you find something you love and you want to use it on the perfect project, and yes, I did air quotes. Don't do that. Don't be like me, and don't wait for the perfect project. Perfect project never comes along. You'll always think of something else. So, I decided to finally dive in and use it, and these are the graffiti dudes, and it is a rice paper, so it's transparent. So because I really wanted it to pop off this page and not blend in, I've put it on some cardstock first, just so he would really stand off this page. I really love this dude, and even better, because the angle he's on, I can tuck it up against the edge of my page, and he's not floating in midair. But I just love these graffiti dudes. They're so cool. They're grungy. They're awesome. And yeah, I think you can actually buy it in an A4 sheet that's not a transparency, but I just happen to have the rice paper, which is transparent. So I decided to stick it on some cardstock. Not only does it make him no longer translucent, but it also gave it some body on my page. Because I wanted it to pop, I went around with some black paint along the edge just so you could see, just so he doesn't blend into my background, so he really pops off my page. And then I'm going to glue him down with some gel medium. So once he's down, I then decide to work on my phrase. I always like to have a quote or something on my art journal pages. I don't think I've ever had one that doesn't. Maybe I should do some journaling. Maybe. We'll save that for next time. But yes, so also on this page is was some quotes, so I decided to use one of those. First, I wanted to add some colour to the little heart on his eye, so I just got some of the pink neon paint and just coloured in his eye. I don't know, I just thought it was cool. And then I'm going to work on my title. So like I did with the little dude, oh, hang on, first I'm going to get my paint pens. I love playing with paint pens, I really do. And I just wanted to make these crosses and things and dashes stand off the page a bit more. So I got my white paint pen and just sort of scribbled over the marks as well, just to give it a more grungy type feel. So this is my title, finally. And I did the same thing. I cut up the collage, the rice paper, and I stuck it to some cardstock just so to give it a bit more body and make it so it's no longer translucent. And then I'm going to stick that on my page. Because I was lazy and didn't want to use gel medium, I actually stapled it. And I love that look. I do love using staples as an embellishment and not just an adhesive type thing. I love using staples on my page. I think it adds to that grungy sort of feel that you get. And because it is my junk journal, I'm not too fussed that it's gone through to the other side. No big deal. Yeah. Anyway, that's it from me. So I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I will be back with a new one really, really soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.